That's right, people. Your boy Daniel Craig is back as Bond in No Time to Die. So let's get it.
Welcome to the Kaiba
Show. Alright, so No Time to Die is starring your boy, Sir Daniel Craig. And we got Rami Malek also starring in this movie. And we got a bunch of the familiar faces from the previous Bond movies. What's her face? Naomi Harris is in here. We got your girl, I think her name is Lashana Lynch. Excuse me if I got her name wrong, but you might recognize her from the Captain Marvel movie. And let's get into it. Oh, the director. The director is Cary Joji Fukunaga. Hopefully I pronounced her name right. That's the director of No Time to Die. And basically the premise, people, of this movie, Bond, he's retired. He's done. He's out there chilling on the island with his woman. And he pretty much gets called back into service. He has an old friend from the CIA that hits him up needing help. And then we run into a mysterious villain that has something very bad in his hands, in his grasp. And that's all I'm going to say about the story, the premise of this movie. And let's get straight into it, people. First of all, let me start by saying this. I am a huge Bond fan. Grew up on all the Bond movies because of my pops and even my mom. My mom used to watch the old James Bond movies. So me and my older brother and the rest of my siblings, we grew up on Bond. My favorite Bond, I gotta say it, people, Sean Connery. Sean Connery is my favorite Bond of all time. But Daniel Craig is a strong second. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you why. He brings that suave. Like, he embodies James Bond. Kind of like how I felt like how Sean Connery did when he was in that role. And with this movie, storyline was good. Acting on point. There was some good action sequences in this movie. The way it was shot, the cinematography, the score, everything was good. You know what, people? I felt like the reason why I feel like the Daniel Craig James Bond movies are so successful right now is because I think the movie studios behind it, they realize we got Ethan Hunt over here. Freaking Tom Cruise been doing this thing as that character. Because let's be honest, Pierce, he did a good job as James. GoldenEye, I love that movie. Tomorrow Never Dies, pretty good follow-up. But then the other two, it was too like cheesy campy. I can't watch The World Is Not Enough and Die Another Day like that. Even though Halle Berry's in that one, I feel like Die Another Day is too cheesy, too campy for me, so I can't watch it. And I felt like the studios realized Mission Impossible is bringing that heat. We got that realistic espionage spy situation going on. And I felt like with the Daniel Craig movies, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, we got Skyfall, Spectre, heavily stepped their game up, especially with the action sequences, the fight choreo. And I feel like everything with this movie is on point. The movie starts off high adrenaline. I'm not going to lie. The second act going into the third act, little bit of a slow burn, slow down a little bit, a lot of plot development. But for me, the suspense with the story kept me intrigued the whole time. The movie has a running time of 2 hours and about 40 minutes. So hopefully you don't eat a lot. You might fall asleep during that second half, the middle of the movie, because like I said, it's a little bit of slow burn. It had to explain a lot of stuff. So there wasn't that much action sequences in the middle of the movie. But the way the movie starts off and the way it ends, I loved it. This is probably with the Daniel Craig Bond, because Skyfall was my favorite. I will say, if this isn't better than Skyfall, it's a strong second place for me, because I love Skyfall. I love that movie. So with this one, I feel like this was a great way, because we all heard, it's not a rumor. Daniel Craig has been talking about quitting his character for, I want to say, the last three, because this one included. Even with Skyfall, he was like, oh, this is my last one. This is my last one. Spectre, oh, this is my last one. But he kept coming back, kept coming back. But the way they sent him off out into the sunset, this was a great way to send Daniel Craig off. I tip my hat to him. He's a phenomenal actor. And the way they did it, I felt like it was a good way. It was a good way to send him off into the sunset, because Daniel Craig said, yo, I'm not coming back. This is it. Even though Even though we wanted to believe him 2 movies ago, and he kept coming back like Michael Jordan or Jay-Z out of retirement. He's definitely done, folks. This is definitely his last movie, and I felt like it was a tasteful way of them sending him off into the sunset. So shout out to Daniel Craig as James Bond, man. He embodies that role, man. He got the physique. He brings the suave, the suits, everything. And, you know, this movie was a really good watch. Even though it's a 2-hour and 40-minute run, I was intrigued. And I thought it was a very, very well thought out, well laid out, everything about this movie was phenomenal. From the shots, the music, the intensity. You feel for a lot of the characters. Your boy Jeffrey Wright in here. He did his thing. Man, just go check this movie out. If you a Bond fan this weekend, you better go. You better have front row tickets to this movie, man. So let's get into it. What's my rating, people? On the Kaiba scale 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8.5. Like I said, Skyfall was probably my favorite. I haven't seen Casino Royale and the other ones in a while. Even Skyfall, I haven't seen Skyfall, Spectre in a while. But from off the top of my head, from what I remember, yeah, Skyfall was probably my favorite, and this one is a strong second. I gotta watch Skyfall again to see if Skyfall is still my number 1, or to see if No Time to Die took the first spot, because I'm really loving this movie right now. But yeah, man, go check this movie out. It's definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. It's worth general admission price. Definitely see the IMAX. I saw on the IMAX, surround sound, big screen, all that. That's the only way you can see this movie, people. Gotta see it in the IMAX. You heard? So yeah, man, you know the drill. If you like what you see, you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. After doing that, hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a video. And please, leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know what you thought of No Time to Die. And hit that like button. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.